if you move towards something, you value it. Otherwise, you wouldn't move towards it. Life is quite straightforward in some ways. There's an old joke about the chicken, is why did the chicken cross the road? And the answer to that is, well, he thought the other side was better. We need a gradient of value to organize our action. And you have to prioritize because you can't do everything at once. And so you do the thing that's most important right now. And that means you're in a world of importance. And that's a value, that's a value world. And the value world, as far as I can tell, has two broad components. The Taoists talked about it as yin and yang, and broadly speaking, it's order and chaos. Order is where what happens, you're in order when what you want to happen happens when you act. And so that's reassuring because not only do you get what you want, but the fact that you get what you want indicates that your theory about how to get what you want is true. And every time you fail, you don't get what you want, but you also undermine the validity of the theory that you're using to organize your perceptions and your actions. That's partly why people don't like to fail, because you don't know how far back that can echo, how far down your hierarchy of presuppositions that can echo. If you're clinically depressed, every minor failure means you're a worthless human being. And you never know when a failure is going to demonstrate that. It can. In any case, there's chaos and order. They're the two great domains. And you have to contend with chaos because too much of it overwhelms you. You drown in it. It's the flood. And that happens when your life gets beyond you. And you're somewhere where no matter what you do, nothing you want happens. It's a domain of terror and pain. Now, it's also a domain of unlimited possibility, because outside of what you know is everything you don't know. And there's untold riches to be gathered from the domain of everything you don't know. But that doesn't mean it still needs to be managed. It's dangerous. Now, the domain of order is the same way. It's like if order becomes too extreme, then everything becomes cramped. It becomes totalitarian. And then that starts to pathologize. That's the dying king. The king who's dying for lack of the water of life is the old tyrant who can no longer see beyond his own presuppositions. And the liberal types, they're very sensitive to pathologies of order. And the conservative types are very sensitive to pathologies of chaos. But they're both right. It's just there's no final solution to that problem. It's an eternal existential concern. That's why mythological language is standard across people, is no matter who you are, no matter when you live, you always have to deal with the fact that some things escape your competence.